Hello, I am Brandon and this is Real Market Play, the channel for those who take success seriously. In today's episode, we are going to talk about one of the most sensitive and coveted markets on the planet, the fossil fuels market, especially diesel EN 590 and aviation kerosene Jet A1. These are products that move billions of dollars every year and are at the center of the biggest global negotiations. EN 590 is the European diesel, standardized with environmental and performance specifications that define the quality of the fuel used in heavy vehicles and mass transportation. Jet A1, on the other hand, is the fuel used in international aviation. Without it, global air transport would simply stop. Both are strategic products, directly linked to energy security, global mobility, and even international geopolitics. In terms of numbers, we are talking about a market involving millions of barrels per day. To give you an idea, global demand for petroleum-derived fuels exceeds 90 million barrels daily, with a significant share concentrated in diesel and aviation kerosene. The largest producers remain countries such as Saudi Arabia, Russia, the United States, and other OPEC members. The main consumers are in the European Union, China, India, and the United States. And even with sanctions applied to major producers, fuels still find their way into the market, often being nationalized in neighboring countries and then resold to the West, bypassing embargoes and keeping trade flowing. But behind these billion-dollar figures lies one of the riskiest markets, filled with fraud. One of the most common scams occurs when intermediaries or companies without financial backing or commercial history attempt to buy or sell fuel without proof of assets. In other words, a non-existent operation created only to capture data from buyers and suppliers or to speculate. Sometimes they even present fraudulent documents, supposedly backed by fake SGS inspections. Likewise, there are proposals circulating in the market in the name of refineries that do not exist or have never produced even a single barrel. Real refineries operate under strict verification processes and do not refuse transparency to proven buyers. Whenever someone avoids that, it is an immediate red flag. Another recurring scam involves storage tanks. Supposed suppliers present contracts for tank storage in strategic terminals around the world, collect advance payments, and when the time comes, it is discovered that the tanks simply do not exist. This type of fraud has already caused millions in losses and even the collapse of companies. In addition, there's a huge number of cloned websites and fake refinery representatives who use documents to intercept deals, steal financial information, or set up larger frauds. The rule is simple. If you do not have indisputable proof of the product, the storage, and the financial capacity of the counterparty, do not move forward. And never issue letters of credit or make payments unless you are 100% certain of the operation. That is exactly where fraudsters strike. That is why operations in this market require specialized compliance and professional due diligence. Only serious and recognized companies are capable of validating documents, verifying stocks, inspecting tanks, and ensuring that both buyer and seller have the real backing to conclude the transaction. Without this, the chances of falling into traps are enormous. The market for fuels like EN 590 and Jet A1 is vital for the global economy, but it is also fertile ground for sophisticated fraud. And the difference between a profitable business and a disaster lies in the ability to separate the real from the illusory. Those who understand this game demand proof, legitimate documents, and work only with secure processes, and they prosper. Those who ignore it lose money and often much more. Now I want to hear from you. If you were faced with a fuel purchase proposal today, would you believe it? What would be the first requirement you would make to validate the operation? If you want to know how to operate safely without wasting time, reputation, and money, watch Special 4 on our channel. Leave your answer in the comments. The best ones may inspire new episodes. Also, watch the other videos on the channel, subscribe to Real Market Play, share this content, and activate the notification bell. Real knowledge turns into real business.